The year was 1998, a long time ago for some, and the brick was going bankrupt. Lego was on its way out. Sales were down, and it was the first year where overall sales had declined. People weren't intrigued by the basic themes of space and castle anymore, and nothing looked good for the company's future. But little did they know that in a galaxy far, far away, there was a new hope. And that hope was Jar Jar? Welcome on back to the channel, everyone, where today we're going to tell the untold story of how Star Wars saved Lego. If you haven't already, subscribe for more great videos and follow on Instagram, where we just hit 150 followers. Also, thank you for all the support so far, and with that, let's get back to the video. So our story begins back in the year 1998, where Lego was struggling. The digital era had begun and was bringing competition to the brick through computers and video games. Kids went from playing with Lego to looking at screens all day long. Now they do both. Production costs were going up while profits were plummeting. Meanwhile, the company was replacing their experienced veteran designers with rookie designers in order to possibly help with sales, which was not effective in the slightest. They ended up laying off 1,000 employees that year. Lego was not looking good, and it didn't look like they would make it into the 21st century. However, there was hope. Over at Lucasfilm, Star Wars was looking for a new toy brand to partner with, especially with the new movie, Episode 1, coming out next year. It was a partnership meant to be, and in 1999, 13 new Star Wars sets release, starting a new era of Lego. Before 1999, Lego had no licensed themes. All their sets were based on original ideas like space and castle. Star Wars changed the standard for the company, allowing more licenses like Harry Potter, Disney, and Marvel in the future. Lego Star Wars was a huge success. Sales skyrocketed, exceeding company expectations by 500%, and US sales alone reached $130 million. Lego was saved. But Lego didn't stop there, and between 2000 and 2002 they released over 50 more sets and introduced the first UCS, or Ultimate Collector Series, sets. On July 1st in the year 2000, they released the Lego UCS TIE Fighter with 703 pieces for $100. Yes, $100. Only $100. The UCS line was extremely successful, which led to the release of what I call Nightmare Fuel in a Box, also known as the Darth Maul bust, along with the slightly less horrifying Tantive 4. However, back in the day, Lego didn't make human skin-toned minifigs. We had figs like Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan with yellow hands and faces, which just looks off. Thankfully, they would fix this later on in 2005. Attack of the Clones came out in 2002, which gave us Jango Fett's Slave 1 and the Republic gunship. We also got a UCS Yoda, a very unique yet odd UCS set, which would get replicated about a decade and a half later. We also got the UCS Chrome Naboo Starfighter and the original UCS Star Destroyer. And we can't forget about these very interesting Technic Star Wars action figures. These were weird. Thankfully, they don't make these anymore. But we can't look over the most important set from this year, the set 10123, Lego Star Wars Cloud City. In case you don't know, this is one of the most expensive Star Wars sets on the aftermarket, which will run you between $7,000 and $8,000. The Boba Fett minifig in this set alone goes for about $3,000. 2004 gave us the UCS Y-Wing, along with the first ever minifig scale Millennium Falcon. 2005, as I mentioned before, finally gave us non-yellow figs, but this was also the year Episode 3 released, giving us many new sets from the movie. However, the highlight of 2005 was undisputedly the UCS Death Star 2. This set retailed for only $270, which is bittersweet considering the rumored 2025 UCS Death Star, or whatever part of it we get, is supposed to release for $1,000. 2006 brought us the UCS ATSD, which as of the time of making this video, has just been remade. However, 2007 was truly an amazing year for LEGO Star Wars, with sets like the MTT motorized AT-AT and the original UCS Millennium Falcon, which retailed for $500. The motorized AT-AT to this day, in my opinion, is one of the coolest Star Wars sets ever made. This was also the year we got the gold-plated C-3PO, which only had 10,000 copies made, and now can be found for around $8,000. 2008 and 2009 gave us the play-scale Death Star, Venator, and Republic dropship with AT-OT. 2010 gave us the Clone Turbo Tank, UCS Imperial Shuttle, and much-forgotten UCS Obi-Wan Starfighter. This one wasn't very popular, I guess. 2011 was another great year for Star Wars, giving us the Republic Frigate, Anakin's Pod Racers, and the UCS Super Star Destroyer. Now, I know I'm going through these sets really fast, but it's important to acknowledge just how great some of these sets were. Take the Turbo Tank, for example, and compare it to the $100 Fragile Remake in 2025. Or just the fact that we got a UCS Super Star Destroyer. 2012 was a good year as well, giving us the Malevolence, Jabba's Palace, and Palpatine's Arrest. All great sets. We also got these weird planet ornaments, if you want to call them that. With some cool figures, though, but overall, just weird idea. But 2013 was a year to remember. We got the Ewok Village, UCS X-Wing, Rancor Pit, and our last Captain Rex minifig before the 2024 Venator and Microfighter. 2014 gave us some great battle packs, and 2015 gave us the UCS Slave 1 with this amazing box art. Go see this video for more about that. Along with the introduction of the Star Wars action figures, which I personally like. I used to have quite a few of them. 2016 gave us sets from The Force Awakens, however, they were mostly just action figures. 2017 brought us the UCS Snowspeeder and UCS Millennium Falcon, which is the second most expensive Star Wars set as of the recording of this video. Getting more into the recent sets, we go to 2019, which was the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, which gave us some great throwback sets with the original yellow figures. We also got this droid gunship, Death Star Escape, AT-AP Walker, and the second UCS Star Destroyer. 2020 gave us sets from Episode 9, which looked pretty good, along with the UCS A-Wing, a very underrated UCS set. This year also gave us the first LEGO helmets, a line that, as far as I know, is still going on in 2025. 2021 gave us the UCS gunship, along with many more playsets from the original trilogy. We also got these $850 UCS AT-AT Walker this year for Black Friday, which is tied, as of July 2025, for the most expensive LEGO set of all time. Update. It's September now, and the UCS Death Star just got revealed for $1,000, so it doesn't hold that title anymore. 2022 gave us the ATTE, more helmets, and introduced us to the diorama sub-theme with 2 new dioramas. This year also gave us the UCS Razor Crest, which is the first UCS set not from one of the movies. 2023 gave us another UCS X-Wing, along with the MIDI-scale Super Star Destroyer and more dioramas. 2024 gave us sets for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars and some pretty cool minifigs. We also got more diorama sets and the UCS TIE Interceptor. And with that, we have reached present day here in 2025. I know I skipped over some pretty great sets, but I couldn't possibly go over all of them. Star Wars has been a really, really good theme over the years, and it's definitely not going away anytime soon. I apologize for some of the grainy photos that they were just the best ones I could find. But if you did like this video, if you made it this far, thank you. I truly appreciate it. I know this was a long one. If you like these LEGO documentary style videos, make sure to subscribe and go follow over on Instagram for sneak peeks of these videos.